Hola clase, hoy vamos a estar hablando del pretérito, or the preterite tense. You use this to talk about actions that were completed in the past, one-time event in the past, or a sequence of events in the past. First, to conjugate. AR verbs, you have to take off the AR and then add the preterite endings. The endings for the preterite are haste, o, amos, y aron. Another thing you'll notice is we've tried to include the gender-neutral pronouns, which are not official yet and are changing somewhat, but the most popular form that seems to be taking hold in Spain and in some countries in South America is adding the E for like nosotros, nosotras, nosotres, and the pronouns le or ele or ella and ellas. So for example, hablar becomes hablé, hablaste, habló, hablamos, y hablaron. For ER endings, you follow the same pattern. The same for IR. So both endings are the same, so you'll get a twofer. So for ER, IR, the ending is haste, o, amos, and aron. Notice the yo form and the third person form have accents over the vowels. So comer, an ER verb, becomes comí, comiste, comió, comimos, y comieron. For IR verbs, the endings are the same. So for example, vivir becomes viví, viviste, vivió, vivimos, y vivieron. Unas reglas. Verbs with stem changes do not have the same changes in the past. So for example, cerrar, which is an E to IE in present tense, yo cierro las ventanas de mi cuarto, becomes cerré. It does not change. So yo no cerré las ventanas. Other rules are car, gar, and zar, which have spelling change in the yo form in the preterite. For example, pagar becomes yo pagué. You got that UE ending. Buscar becomes yo busqué. And almorzar becomes yo almorcé. Other irregulars, because there's lots of irregulars in the preterite. For right now, we're going to focus on Super 7 and some more common verbs. We'll do more with preterite irregulars later. So for example, ser and eat are conjugated the same way. So yo fui, tú fuiste, fue, fuimos, y fueron. Other irregulars are of course tener and estar, which are also Super 7. And these are UV verbs. These happen to be U verbs. And again, we'll talk more about some of them later. This is just tener for now. So yo tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, y tuvieron. Stem changing verbs only do stem changes in the third person in the preterite. So for example, morí, moriste, murió, morimos, y murieron. Again, notice with ER-IR, the accent is on the last letter. And notice the stem change O to U. Preferir, also a stem changing verb in present. It's E to IE. In the preterite, it only changes E to I in the third person. So, yo preferí, tú preferiste, usted, él, ella prefirió, nosotros preferimos, ustedes, ellos, ellas, or ellas prefirieron. And that's all for today. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias y adiós.